Hey, it's Mrs. Landis again. Today we're going to be talking about sales tax, tips, and commissions. If you are in my class, you should have a worksheet that looks like this. You're going to cut that out. You're going to paste it into your notes, or you can just write this stuff in your notes. Today's video is all about demonstration. I'm just going to work through each of these. So just keep following along, but feel free to pause at any time if I'm going too fast so that you can get it written down. All right, let's get going. First things first, sales tax is the percent added to goods. You guys know what that is. When you go to the store, you get to the register, they charge you tax. In Indiana, it's 7%. So 7 cents for every dollar you spend. Commission is the percent earned by a salesperson for sales made. So furniture salesman, car salesman, house salesman, all of those people work for commission. So we're going to talk about that today. Let's start with the sales tax because it's real life right here. So, on the worksheet it says that Phil bought a new calculator. It cost $12.40. The tax rate is 7.25%. Calculate the tax and the total cost for the calculator. So, the first step that you're going to do is find the sales tax. So, we have to multiply. We're saying that it's 7.25% of $12.40. And we talked about in previous videos that the word of means multiply. So we're going to take 7.25% of $12.40. I'm going to move this over because I want to get rid of the percent 2 times, so it's 0.0725 times 12.40. Okay? When you multiply that, it's going to give you 0.899. Well, here's the thing. When you go to the register, it doesn't say, hey, you owe me 0.899 and change. We have to take it to the nearest cent. The nearest cent. So that means we're going to say it is 0.90 cents. So it's 90 cents tax. Okay, the second step then is to find the total price. So you have to go back to your original plus your tax is your total. So my original was $12.40 plus my tax of 90 cents. So that's going to make my total, I forgot my one, $13.30. So when Phil goes, he's going to have to pay $13.30. Okay, feel free to pause again if you want to catch up, but that is how you do sales tax. 2 steps. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, let's go to the next one. Now we're going to talk about tips. I know you guys don't like to tip. Some of you may have never tipped, but when you go to a restaurant, you're paying for a service, not just the meal. When you have the cost of a meal and you're sitting down, that pays for the food, but the tip pays for that waitress to bring it to you to take your order to make sure that you are comfortable. So you always want to make sure you tip. Now, I typically tip 15, 18, or 20% unless they're horrible. Then I'm going to tell you I tip 10% or less. 15% should be the minimum. I'm more of a 20% girl if they're rocking it because they deserve it. They don't make much money. So let's talk about this. Macy and Bree ate dinner at a restaurant. Their meal cost was $19.50. They left a 15% tip. Let's calculate the tip and total cost of the meal. So again, if the meal was $19.50, they're going to leave 15%. We need to find out how much is the tip. So we're saying 15% of 1950. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. So I'm going to move this over and make it a decimal. So 0.15 times 1950 equals 2.925. But just like I said before, we want to go to the nearest cent. So that 5 is going to change this to be $2.93. So $2.93 is what I'm going to pay the waitress for bringing me the food. Not a whole lot, but on a $20 bill, it's about right. So then we need to find out what is my total cost going to be. So we take the original meal, and we add it with the tip. And so all together, it's going to cost us, or not us, but Macy and Bree, $43. Sorry about that. $22.43 is what they're going to pay to be served. Okay, again, feel free to pause and catch up. But that, just 2 steps. Okay, so now we're going to talk about commission. Commission, again, is what a salesperson gets, a percentage that they get for selling something. So this is what a lot of people go into. If they're really good at selling stuff, they're going to get a good commission. So I added a little bit more to than what was on the paper. But it says here, a furniture salesman earns 7% commission for his sales. How much commission would he earn if he sold a couch for $800? I added his weekly pay because I feel like it's important for us to look at the whole thing. So the first step we're going to do is find commission from the sale. So I'm saying that it is 7% of 800. Change this into my decimal. Notice I'm doing the same steps for each of these. So 0.07 times 800 equals $56. So he's going to earn $56 just for selling a couch. But then we have to figure out what his total earnings are. So if we know that he gets a weekly pay for $500, and the only thing he did that week was sell that one couch, and his paycheck, he's going to get his $500 plus his commission. So his check is going to be for $556, or I should say a week, that week. Now if he sells more the next week, obviously he's going to get more commission. So kind of follow me back here. Each one of these has the same steps. You multiply the percentage times the original, and then you add it. Multiply percentage times the original, and then you add it. All the way down here, multiply the percentage times the original, and then you add it. Those are your steps for each one of these. Okay, again, write down any questions you have, bring them to class, or email me. Have a good one.